Hello, everybody, and welcome to Grand Central Station. I'm your host, Joker from Players Wanted, and with me is the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs. When I say that, literally all of a sudden, it's like the house was nice and quiet all day, and then in the last 10 minutes, all hell broke loose. I am currently scanning something for somebody. So here we go. All right. How is everybody doing tonight? We are going to be talking about all sorts of events and everything else, talking about Operation Deliverance, hosted by AT Airsoft up in Big Indian Paintball up in Perry, Georgia. And then we're going to be talking about Scorched Earth, which is located in at the Haunted Crescent Sanatorium in Crescent, Pennsylvania.
I'm sorry, what was the name of that first event again?
Deliverance. You know, that's gonna get it. That's gonna get us already demonetized. Just already. Let's see here. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? What the hell does it mean? What the? God damn it! Why did we just miss this now? Wait, what the hell? Where is that at?
Miss what? Just missed.
Think so. Save. No wonder why I've been wondering why we've been getting questions about the green camo. And found out where people are where people are doing it. Let's see. Done. All right, that's for Operation Scorched Earth. Which, guys, if you've been on the fence waiting to get your tickets and all that, now's the time to get your tickets. Things are going pretty fast. All right, that done. Print as a PDF.
I need that anyway.
You didn't need that?
I'm dropping things up.
Okay.
I have no idea why there's Pickles spamming us.
Is Pickle still spamming? I don't always wear the same shirt. I have like 5. I have 3 of this color in itself, but I also have like a whole different array of Hawaiian shirts.
Oh crap! You get a shirt. I'll be right back. I was supposed to go do something.
If you're on green, Noah, you have to wear a green top. It's been changed on the tickets and everything else, so it's been done. Type in flying Hawaiian helmet cover. You're talking. I take it you're talking about on Amazon. Let's see just what awesomeness am I about to find here.
Because I know they're watching. I wore the shirt.
I didn't. All right, tell me where I need to find this at because I'll look it up. All right. With that being said, oh, that was a great pick. Hey, honey.
Hey, honey.
I will email to you. All right, can you bring me a fork? I do not. Sin does. All right, we are going to be joined by a couple of the people later on. Wiener will be joining us today from ATE Airsoft, and so will Buck. Both of them are going to be about a half hour late because, of course, they are. Search for it on Google. Got it. I will search for it on Google because I got to see this.
Wait, what are we looking for?
Flying Hawaiian helmet cover.
Oh,
I just want to see what awesomeness Diesel found for us. uh, let's see images.
wow.
There's one for Pikachu.
Wow.
Here, bud. I'll come to you. There you go. Thank you.
I'm honestly honest. Jeffrey doesn't have a Hawaiian pattern plate here.
Because I don't wear plate carriers. That's why.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're going to. I didn't say you're going to wear it. I'm surprised you don't own it.
If I'm
102. It's $101.
there's no gray team for this. Yeah, that's no for wow. 100 and the hell. I could probably get the wife to make these. Like, it's cool. I want one, but not at that price.
Where are you getting gray and what?
Huh?
There is no
I
gray
think
team. Where's that comment?
is that maybe for a different event that like the event that's maybe this weekend or something, but or is that are you guys talking about for Deliverance? I don't know what you guys are talking about, but our event we do not have gray. It's green versus tan.
Oh, it's
Anyway,
on the cast community page. Luke Rowe.
I mean, shit, for 100 and some odd dollars, I had my wife make a whole bunch of them. But they're currently out of stock. All right, so we're waiting for people to go in, join up, and all that. Um, we had a we had a stream Thursday, right? Yeah, we did.
Yes, we
I know it's not your ramen, but that ramen's still good. No sushi today, so I'm actually going up to the prison way early. So let's give you guys an update on the streaming schedule that's going to be coming up. There will be no stream on Thursday. Thursday, I'm on the road. I'll be on the road until Sunday night. The following week, there won't be a stream either because I'll also on Thursday because I'll also be on the road. There will be a stream Tuesday and Thursday before the event because I'll have at least Wi-Fi that we can work off of. Hopefully. All right. So first and foremost, let's see. What graphics do we have to share? What I haven't even uploaded a single video yet.
You feeling okay?
I no, actually, well, to be honest, I've been on the phone like all day today, dealing with a bunch of stuff that was unexpected. So I'm a little bit behind the curve here. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start putting some stuff up.
Luke Rowe, to answer your question, no. Your pants, top, and head cover have to match your faction. There is no black faction.
All right.
Yeah, I heard a rumor about that Tubbs, but I could not get anybody to confirm it.
What's that?
The Amps opening
That amp's doing what?
a field.
Oh, there we go. All right. These all should upload now. Sorry. I can't look at chat while I'm uploading stuff. All right, let's see here.
Oh, they actually made the announcement?
No.
Tubbs is saying they made an announcement on Saturday.
Oh, then yeah, they have a field that they've been working on.
Again,
Should I hope.
this would be the third.
Nice. Awesome. Sorry, I haven't even eaten dinner yet. I haven't had anything. Barely had lunch. I've been running around nonstop like a chicken with my head cut off. All right. That's kind of awesome. Yeah, the reason being for that is that it's already going to be hard enough to figure out what factions people are going to be on when they're playing. So having black, gray, or any other color there is going to be super confusing for the players. And we are a little strict on this. So sorry to hear that. So right now, somebody was looking for the roster. We have the green roster as it stands right now. The tan roster is missing a crap ton of people, mostly because we're not getting the roster update information from Hop Up. So there's that one thing. Plus, we also have what we know of at least 20 members of TAN that haven't gotten their tickets yet, which are going to be there. Brown kilts for the win. Did you ever give Tuds the link for the kilt?
I sent it to him.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ. Sorry, that distraction's out there. So let's see. All right. So, this is sort of an example of why it's like almost a perfect thing. So airsofters already have an issue with target identification. I'll just give you this right here, which is a giggle fest that happened last Wednesday.
Start taking license.
Oh, you mother! Oh, you motherfucker! Ow. Who do you think?
Messiah shot you?
No.
Jet?
Yes.
From where?
Here.
Why?
I don't know. Ask him.
Where is he?
Still up there.
No, you don't walk back. He walks back.
I shot him too, out of spite. We're dead.
You really keep killing our team.
He was a dark silhouette. I shot him and I was crying, so I'm walking.
Oh God, I think Jet's on his way back from like Pennsylvania. He's actually up in Pennsylvania this weekend. He's on his way back. That was so damn funny because not only was Tinker facing like the wrong direction where he's aiming at spawn and all that, but he's just like, as soon as he shoots, he realizes he fucked up. Like, I think as he's pulling the triggers, I probably shouldn't do this. I'm doing it anyway and pulled the trigger. So that to me was incredibly amusing.
I can't pick on him because I have literally had those moments where, like, as I'm pulling the trigger, I'm going, "Oh, oops."
I've pulled shots before. Like, as I'm pulling the trigger, I was like, "Oh no!" And then before the trigger pull fully happens, I've already moved the gun away, so it doesn't go through. This was another funny moment from Wednesday, and so a lot of people don't understand like a lot of tactics when they go through it. So if you guys are like watching and new to airsoft and everything else, it's players sometimes get frustrated when people are just slinging a shit ton of BBs at them. But when we do it, it's because we're actually doing an active tactic to help with flanking. So this was like a perfect example of that. These two videos are in real time. I just couldn't get them to sync up to make it look right side by side, so you guys could see what I was doing compared to what Tinker was doing.
But are you?
Say what now?
I said, but are you screaming, suppressing fire?
No, I didn't need to.
Really? Really? Are you serious?
You could hear it all the way across the field. It's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. So Tinker was doing suppressing fire, as Tinker does, and keeping their heads pinned down. And they were not watching the rear. I was able to sneak around the other side, and they were so focused on one target that they didn't see the enemy coming up from behind. Um, One of the biggest tips that I can give, especially when you're playing in an arena like, say, Miami Airsoft or something like that, don't get focused on one guy. Don't stay still. If you're playing at a fast-paced CQB field, and this goes the same for the prison, sometimes staying in that one spot, trying to take one guy out, is only going to allow somebody else to flank up behind you and take you out. You better have either rear security or just go the other direction. What?
Nothing. Just the sheer hilarity of Tinker. Like,
Yeah. Well, so there's
Tinker is
another.
an LMG. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
As if to say that, watch this.
Good shit.
Go ahead.
Emotional damage.
You like the one shot where he just goes up behind the guy, he aims, and you see him go low and pink right in the buttocks. I got shot in the buttocks.
He hit him with a gun.
Oh God. So it's like most people say. Well, there was actually one of the days when they were the people were complaining, saying that he was going full auto, and I'm like, I'll give you $100 if you can make that gun go full auto right now, because we semi-locked it. They're like, he shouldn't shoot that fast. Kept your head down, didn't he? I was like, he's got the control. As soon as he sees a hand go up, he stops shooting. Now, this last one I want to show, and this should be giving us enough time for things to go in there. I want to know how the hell this happened.
Hit.
Hit.
I got hit because Tinker missed him. Like, I don't even think Tinker shot at him.
Bruh.
I mean, look, he wasn't there. I'll give him that. I mean, this one we have to look at, right? It's like it's one of those things of how the hell did this really happen?
Hit.
Shit, wrong person.
Hit.
I got hit because Tinker missed them.
God damn it, come on. This is getting to be frustrating. I mean, when you look, you don't see anybody there.
He had to come out of the side like quick, or honestly, I
It
have
had
no
to
idea where
been.
that guy.
I mean, I'm not that far behind Tinker, and Tinker's movement was fast. So as soon as Tinker jumps over, there's nobody. It had to been like one of the most perfect placements ever, to where I got pegged. Because look, there he goes, and
Hit.
pop. Portal game. Yeah, it's like I said, it's just one of those weird things, man.
He's playing Overwatch at an airsoft field. I was just cloaking. That's the only thing like makes sense.
It, and that's some of the funny things that happen. I'm like, where the hell did he? I was like, for Tinker to miss and not shoot at somebody is like a shock to me, right? So yeah. Let's see, anything else cool to share? All right, in our weekly, because I'm still giving those two guys to get on, our weekly rules update or rule focus. When in doubt, call it out. All right. I would love to see more people start doing this. Like, if you ever doubt that you've gotten hit, you simply put your hand up and walk back to respawn. Or if you're at a Milsim event, take a knee and call for a medic, because you don't know where it came from. Case in point.
Did I get hit?
When in doubt, call it out.
So he got shot over by that crate, and the guy ducked back. So he's looking around to see, did he get shot? Did he get hit? You did. Just put your hand up, walk back to respawn.
Yeah, that's never.
All right. So
I've
there's,
gotten yelled at by my teammates for calling out Ricochet.
yeah, I mean, if you're in doubt, I mean, there was that one event where I just had to call out and say hit because I was sick and tired of getting hit by ricochets. I was in a small little room at, I want to say it was Mayhem Mill, and I'm inside this corner, and there's not much I can do. Nobody had any grenades, but I couldn't peek out, I couldn't shoot or anything else. I was literally sitting back waiting for them to push in. Are trip mines allowed? Laser only.
Laser and IR. That is it. No actual trip.
We'll jump into that in just a second, Noah. So I'm sitting inside of the corner, and I have my gun up waiting for somebody to try pushing so that I can at least peek out and shoot them, right? They were sending so many ricochets off the wall and hitting me, and the impacts were so great. I finally said, yo, I'm out, I'm hit. And the one guy goes, I was like, look, that was just a shit ton of ricochets. I'm done. I'm out. I'm hit. Just stop shooting me, please. All right, let's jump into some Scorched Earth stuff. So Scorched Earth is a little over 2 weeks away. It is exactly 16 days, 18 hours, and 35 minutes from now is when the gates will be open for Scorched Earth. So we have a lot of questions that people are asking about the event. First and foremost, there are only about less than 30 tickets remaining for green and around 65 for tan. So if you guys were waiting to get your tickets, now's the time to get them. Let me toss the lovely little promo code up in chat for those of you that haven't gotten one yet. Copy and paste. Well, Tubbs, I'm pretty sure that your team's going to get filled out quite a bit. We got some people coming that haven't got their tickets yet. There's going to be probably a few more embedded admins on tan side than on the other side. Like, none of the vendors have gotten any of their tickets yet. for the guys that are going to be playing. What are the poker packs for? At this point, oh, thank you for reminding me. I got to shut them off. Seven, save. The poker packs are, we do what they call kill cards. So this is a cool, fun little thing for you guys to have. These poker decks are for those for you guys that want to have them to trade them with other people, so you can have them for our events and all that. So you could have the full on poker decks, but we hand out poker cards to everybody that you sign your name to. So if you get hit and say Sin and I are on opposing teams, I shoot Sin, I run up to him, I was like, okay, do you got any intel or kill cards? Sin will hand over his kill card and any intel he might have on him. You're supposed to keep these readily available and easy to get to, so that way the person can collect their card and move on. There is no leaving it in your car or anything else. These things are supposed to be given over because we do reward people for getting, certain sets. Now, the cool thing about that is, two, you only get one. So you can only be looted for your kill card. If you've received like 52 cards because you've taken so many people out, those are yours to keep. Those can't be looted off of you. Let's talk about some of these unique rules that we have that's compared to other events. When it comes down to taking prisoner, objectives, carrying objectives, and all that. So every player could be hit a total of 3 times if they get medicked. So you can be medicked twice, which means you could have a total of 3 lives on each round. Now, there might be some medic bags out on the field where if you go into them or somebody comes up, they might give them to you. It's all going to depend on if they arrive or not. We are having some shipping issues happening to where they might not be there. So we want to make sure we have them before game starts and all that so we could do these. So for right now, the way that medicing works, it's either with a ace wrap that is 2 inches wide, 4 feet long, or 4 inches wide, 2 feet long. Sorry.
2 feet long, yeah.
I inverted those numbers. They cannot be pre-tied, but they have to be wrapped around the arm and tied off. Okay, they can't be hanging down and everything else. It has to be tied off. Or with a tourniquet, which you can put them on, wrap them, and go through. The player that's being the medic has to fully put it on there and close it off on the arm for that to count as a medic. Now, later on, the player can adjust those as he sees fit to put them on his arm a little bit better, a little bit more secure if they're moving around and bothering them. But the medic should be the one doing all that and make sure nothing's hanging or dangling go down. You can show where it is. You can have one presented in your hand and flat of your hand. It cannot be already on your hand waiting for somebody to slide it on there and put it on. No, that's not the way that works. All right. No hit sticks or anything that's fast because it's supposed to take about 15 seconds to medic somebody up to get them back into the fight. All right. If you medic twice, the third time it would be your last life. You bleed out. Now, the only exception to that is the prisoner rule. So if somebody runs up to you, hey, look.
Oh, shit, it's me.
Fashionably elite Wiener from ATE Airsoft.
Oh, you suck!
The hell?
Somebody has a sound bar.
Awesome.
We won't mention any names, Sin.
What? I don't. Why gotta be on the black?
Hey, Captain Tubbs.
So when it comes down to the prisoner rule, if I run up and I'm going to take Virtue prisoner, he's been shot, right? I put my hand on him for 15 seconds. I say, I am taking you prisoner. Do you have any intel or kill cards? Those are 3 things that you need to say. I'm taking you prisoner. Do you have any intel or kill cards? If they don't ask you for intel or kill cards, you can carry it on your person until you get taken back to enemy respawn. Then you have to drop it. The intel. You cannot dead carry back intel. All right. So, and they're supposed to 15 seconds to res you up. Now, a true 15 seconds, guys, and that's not the race to count to 15. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 15 seconds. If they're walking back, you get shot a second time. They can medic you a second time, to keep you up to get you up and keep taking you back to their respawn. If you get shot a third time, though, you could bleed out right there. And then at that point in time, you drop any intel that you might have because you're not, or objectives because you're not allowed to dead carry them back to your spawn. All right. Now, the only exception is if you've already been hit twice and you're on your last life and you're just waiting your bleed out and somebody like the enemy runs up and says, I am taking you prisoner. They can still take you. They still have one chance to take you out there. When you're taking somebody prisoner, you don't disarm them. You don't take their weapons or anything else away. You simply said, you're my prisoner, and you walk back with them. The only person that you really lay hands on that you have to disarm is going to be Nikolai, that dude in a Hawaiian shirt.
That
He's a
douchebag.
Loves it.
What a douchebag.
Loves it when you get handsy.
Ooh, baby.
Pineapple, pineapple, pineapple.
Pineapple juice. It's pineapple juice. My safe word is pineapple juice.
Was it juice? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was pineapple juice. I didn't have to say it that often, just a couple times. Like the one time my iPro came off. The other time when freaking they were taking my shoes off. I was like, don't take my shoes off, guys.
I'll make sure you're wearing hiding anything.
So Scorched Earth, that's our prisoner rule. They take you back to their CP. They score points for you. You're there for 2 to 3 minutes, and you walk back to your CP. Since both CP are in parallel, it's not too far of a long walk back to your thing, but it's intentional to keep a little bit of attrition going. I'm planning Tubbs like I plan on hearing that.
Yep.
Look, I might be a big fat guy, but I can wrestle.
He can squeal.
I seem to remember, breaking free and knifing it.
Not me. You didn't get knife me.
Don't like walking to Narnia. It's all right. So let me explain this. Here, let me bring up the thing, and then Wiener, we'll get to your event in just a little bit here.
You're good. You're good. I'm eating dinner still.
I did try. Honestly, I tried to delay stuff as much as possible, showing funny videos and all that stuff.
I'll go for it.
No, I already did that.
Oh.
That's what I'm trying to say. So to give you guys an example of, where these two locations are. There, I made it nice and big. Share screen. Okay.
Hey, that looks familiar.
One spawn, another spawn. It really is not as big as it seems, but it's about a 5-minute walk back, and it's almost all on the same even ground, so you don't have to worry about going up or down, elevation, anything else. So there it is. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, just do your best. I mean, one of the things you could also do is there is absolutely nothing stopping you if you see. So only one person could take 3 prisoners back to respawn. So it's 1 to 3. So if you see 3 of your guys walking with one dude, they're probably dead. Shoot them. Shoot your own teammates. If you can't hit the guy that's escorting them, shoot your own teammates.
There is no Geneva Convention.
Nope. It's the fun aspect of this gameplay. We like this rule. This rule's a hell of a lot of fun, and it also makes things a little bit more dynamic. Also, remember, there is no spawn camping here. So you guys can't be shooting into the enemy spawns. There's usually 50 feet around both spawns. So pretty much, if you go out the back door of I and you're on and you see the enemy team standing at their doorway in A, you can't shoot them.
The same thing applies to the back door of J. So people like to poke out there and fire into spawn.
That one has a little bit of a hill to it. So
Yep, dude, it's a clear line of sight. I had to check it at the last event. The hill doesn't even factor in.
Nope.
It's Geneva's suggestion. Exactly, Diesel.
So, and the same thing over here with 8. 8 is the only one that really has some elevation. That's right here. Like they have stairs that go up and all that. This area in front of 8 is all, you just can't shoot down in there. So, so if you're on the back side of D.
When in doubt, revert back to my golden rule. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, so if you're here at this doorway at D, you cannot shoot down at 8. That's simple. Can we stab people on the way out of Porta Johns?
No. You know, consider there a 5-foot no murder zone around the Porta John. Okay. If I catch you camping out around the Porta John with a knife, I'm gonna organize a death run with your own team shooting at you.
Well, I can tell you right now, where the Porta Johns are going to be is going to be stationed right over here by 3, right? So they're going to be on the road up here, right in this area right here. There should be nobody aiming guns shooting down this way. Nobody should be using them as cover either. I will see about having them moved someplace else. But let's talk a little bit about that. There's going to be Porta Johns lined up over here by 2.
Come on, Tracy, get over.
Oh,
But bump. That's why I said stabby. There's going to be some Porta Johns that are going to be down here. We had some down here last time. I don't think we're going to have any Porta Johns down here by 10. But we're going to try to keep the Porta Johns.
So everybody can see them?
Yeah. I think what we're going to do is
that you can go use them and then get back in the cache.
I might have them move them to here by like 2 by A and 2 by 8.
Yeah, those ones in the center were a problem last time.
Yeah, people are hiding behind them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get them moved. But ideally, we want them someplace where you can use them and get back into the action. We don't want you to have to hike off the AO.
Yeah.
Drop your gear, take care of business, and hike all the way back.
All right, we need a list of people that, if you guys are planning on camping out on the AO, we need a list to see who's going to be camping out on the AO. Let's look at what weather's going to look like there.
Cold.
I'm gonna go with PA.
Let's see here. Let's see what the 10-day forecast is. It might be in the 50s and 60s.
That would be down away from Crescent. Crescent was like 20 degrees cooler.
No, this is in Crescent.
Oh.
No, this
Yeah,
is
but
in
even
Crescent.
down in the city of Crescent, it was still colder up at the top of the hill.
This is a question for you.
Still camping on the AO. No, I'll call you about that later.
All right. And another one who's better late than never.
Stop.
It's Buck.
Oh,
You suck!
listen here, goddammit. How we doing, everybody?
Good, how you, Buck?
Doing all right, man. How you been?
You got a purple one now? Is that the
Busy,
one that
busy,
had?
busy.
No, I got a purple one. This isn't for me. It's for my other person.
I'm not sure where I'm putting the battle bus yet. The battle bus will be a takeable objective, though. So good luck trying to take it. Damn, Buck. What the hell?
What?
It sounds like you're doing bongo drums over there.
I literally just set down my gun. That's all I did. Promise. Nothing
And Joker, to
crazy.
answer your question, I did get a bunch of toys. I was left unattended in a certain store for several hours.
I still need to get a gun to raffle off for this event.
I will see what I can do about it.
Yeah.
'Cause I've done 2 pistols, a sniper rifle, and an M4. What can we do this?
There we go. How's that? That better?
Yeah, it's a little bit better. I don't know what it was, man, but it literally sounded like you're doing bongo drums when you put stuff down.
Every once in a while, my mic sensitivity just spikes up for some reason.
We can hear him tonight.
Whatever, man.
Diesel, war crime. Wrong event, brother.
Not this time. Not this time.
All right. So I'll get the leadership, the rosters that we have currently. I know I have to go through and find somebody. But I'm thinking that the battle bus is still going to be parked somewhere up here. I want to try to make it as central as possible for both teams to be able to get to it. But it might be one of those things depending on the numbers of where it goes through.
What's apocalypsis?
His AK-47, it looks like it belongs in the apocalypse. He's done a lot of.
Apocalypsis?
I stand by my argument that all AKs.
Hey, look, they have them in Star Wars now. AKs are everywhere.
Apocalyptic. Not
I
sis.
think even the ones in Star Wars are Russian surplus.
Hold on my lip.
Bye,
Oh,
Buck.
we lost. There's Buck. He's back.
My thing is super slow. It's in my end this time.
Yeah. So if, hey, we have to do the coin flip for tan
For the side, yeah. Either that or a knife fight.
We'll
I might
figure it
not
out.
have a knife. I will have several knives, but kukri, would that work? Can we do it?
Autocorrect. It's like wife for typing.
Wow. Did you just get married?
Christ.
Yes, he did.
He took the plunge, literally.
All right, so the camping, like if you guys are camping out in the parking lot, it's the same spots as always. I'll personally be in a hotel for the weekend. I'm not going to be on site this time. One, because we could not get an RV out there. Two, I am not freezing my ass off in the RV being grumpy Joker. Evidently, so many people had problems with it last time. I've told them I'm not allowed to do that again.
What, be grumpy?
Well, I was justifiably to be angry. The freaking heat didn't work.
I mean, you could always go into the prison where it's supposedly
In
heavily
26-degree
insulated.
weather, Buck. No.
It's supposedly heavily insulated from what everyone keeps telling us.
It is. However, I will say it this way. When the breeze is kicking in at like, what was it, like 15, 20 knots or whatever?
Yeah.
Cold-ass air was blowing straight in. It doesn't matter how insulated they are. It means they have to shut doors.
Yep. Even this wiener was cold.
You know what? Maybe I'll order a tarp
Phrasing.
so I can put it over the cell door.
So Buck is camping out on the AO.
You can come harass me if you try to take anything of mine. I will try to kill you.
Bring a bar, come party.
I thought alcohol wasn't allowed on site.
He said, I'll be in the hotel block to party.
Oh,
So Tubbs, you got you switched to the other hotel then? Strange to chat and Twitch, no worky. Okay. Shrinkage.
I need to shrink some.
All right. So for Scorched Earth, like I said, if you guys want, get your tickets now. Time is running out, or you go to obhmilsom.com. Check out the tickets there. Once this event is done, we're going to be putting up the tickets for Syndicate 3 and Geigerlands 2. The only reason why we're not putting them up right now is there's already so much confusion going on. We want this one event to be solidified. Plus, we're making a final decision with our executive committee when we're at the event of what ticketing system we're going to use. We've been having some issues with Eventbrite, so we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So tickets are still $125. Like I said, there's about 30 tickets left for green, about 67 tickets left for tan. And I mean, the event's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Your typical green versus tan. Now, if those fill up and we still have a huge amount of demand, we might be able to open up more tickets for this event. This one is going to be a little bit smaller. We're finding the November events because so many people are worried about, I don't know, freezing.
So many people, like Florida people.
I didn't. I wasn't the one pussing out. I stayed there. I just kept turning on the RV.
I burned up a D-hop.
Again?
No, at the event last
yeah,
week.
yeah. That's because somebody turned his hop up all the way up in cold weather.
No, I don't know why you keep saying that. It freaking got cold and hot and cold and hot, and it burned out the patch.
By the way, I'm not saying that. That was Greg.
I know.
He gave it friction burn.
I'm going to squash that little midget.
aggressive.
It is not National Short Person Tossing Day. Dwarf Tossing Day. That's the word I was
Dwarf tossing day.
Oh, damn
Yeah.
it!
Little person tossing day.
I was at a short person's house just a little bit ago. I could have tossed her over my fucking shoulder.
It's not that day, is what I just said.
Oh, you said it's not that day. Oh,
I said it's not that day. All right. So
I tried.
with that being said, we'll talk about a little bit more Scorched Earth a little bit later on, but we got Wiener from ATE Airsoft here. And
Hey.
Wiener and his infinite wisdom decided to have an event the same weekend we're having Scorched Earth.
I did not decide that. But
So
we'll be down in the warmer weather down in Georgia. So it'll be a lot
You know
warmer.
what? I'm going to laugh my ass off. I really am going to laugh my ass off because there's a cold front coming through the south while we're away for this event.
Yeah, but I don't think I have to worry about 27 degrees.
No,
You don't
26
think.
degrees.
You say that now.
I will laugh my ass off if it's colder in Georgia than it is in Pennsylvania.
They're gonna get snow down just out of spite.
I
Just
know,
out of
right?
spite, we're going to get snow. Georgia will be happy.
Anyway, so tell us about your event.
All right, so coming up on the same days as Scorched Earth, unfortunately, November 4th, 5th, and 6th, we are having Operation Deliverance down in Perry, Georgia. There we go. Yeah. Wait,
Demonetized.
the patch. Oh crap! I have the patch, but not here in the room with me. I was going to show you the patch. We got the banjo and the oars on it for the canoes. On the patch. The patch is pretty cool. I wish I should have brought it in. But anyways, tickets are on sale. ATEairsoftevents.com. Tickets are on sale up there. We are doing fairly well with them, but we'd like to sell them all out. We can have up to 300 players there and still have an awesome event. It is in the woods of Georgia with structures, with a castle, with there's plenty of. If you go to our page, AT Airsoft on Facebook, you will see a bunch of pictures and the drone shots of the event. So come on out. Camping is free. You'll be able to camp on site if you want to, or there's plenty of hotels right around the corner, right there in Perry, and just up the road is Warner Robins. Plenty of food. We will have food trucks out there. We're going to do something a little different. The actual talks will be off the field and not in the. So you can actually do your planning without having to worry about being shot at. You can actually take a breather, take your acro off. You'll be off the field. So that's one of the things. But you'll still have forward operating bases (FOBs), on the field, actually in the area of play. We are not going to be issuing outboards of what's going on because it will be issued to you as the game progresses. So we have a rather cool evolving game down there. It is tan versus green. Right now, green outnumbers tan about 2-1. So if you want to go after the green commander, which by the way is Justin West from the he's no longer with Perry Police Department. He's now with Cordell Police Department. So Justin West, Beowulf, is your CO for green side Deliverance. So,
You just gotta stiff some get good, okay, guys?
get some get good, whatever that
I
is.
still can't believe he's using those things.
I just found it on the desk.
Anyways, and then your tan CO is nobody more than Matt Boyle from down out of Florida. He will be your tan CO. So he runs a lot of the mini mill sims down in the Ocala, Florida area. So get your tickets now while you can. Hopefully we'll kick up some more sales just from this video here with Players Wanted. And as always, like to thank Mark and his crew for allowing me to be on here too to advertise my upcoming event.
We love having Wiener on the screen. What can I say?
So if you guys want to play
Solid
Airsoft
wiener.
in the snow in Georgia, you got the perfect event.
You know what happens if it snows in Georgia, right? The entire state shuts down.
Shuts down. That's correct.
So y'all are just going to be stuck on the AO for an extra few days.
They don't have salt like all you other frozen states.
No, but they got plenty of clay.
If that's going to help you much.
So, guys, check out Facebook.com. Apocalyptic Tactical Events is their group page. So go ahead and check it out. Go there.
And it's atairsoft.com to get your tickets. Airsoftevents.com.
It only took me about 3 months to learn the name of this field, but it's Big Indian paintball.
Big Indian paintball and airsoft. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is one exit south of the Guardian Center, which everybody who's big time into Milsim has played knows the Guardian Center well.
That's one of the sites that you have to go to at least once. And right now, it's going to depend on what my team says, but we are 50-50 if we're going back to Sirius Viking 5.
Oh, cool.
For next year.
Yep. I'll be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's expensive. I mean, let's not
You're paying
undermine
for
it.
the AO?
You're paying for the AO, and the AO is awesome. Okay. Jumping back and forth between the two different events that we're going through here, which is always interesting. I just got asked a question. Does the AO allow fires if we're using solo stove or such?
That's your AO or which one?
At our AO. Well, at our AO. I mean, if you're doing,
Gotcha.
this is actually might be a question for you as well. This was a question specifically for Scorched Earth, though.
Okay, no problem.
So if you guys are having any sort of campfires, any sort of fires, any sort of heat has to be elevated off the asphalt, and there has to be some sort of fire suppression kit nearby, either a gallon of water or two, or a fire extinguisher. Ducky, I see your test, bro. So those things have to happen. That's at least for us, because up there it's a tinderbox. So what are your rules on campfires?
We allow to have campfires out there as long as you got a fire ring or a dugout pit. Like you said, also the fire extinguisher or the a couple of gallons of water sitting nearby and things like that. But no problem with the fire pits if you want to cook your own and set your own barbecue up, things like that. In the camping area, not on the AO.
Yeah, let's not have
making muffins and protein balls before I go down. Personally, maybe.
So, at least 10 feet from the buildings. Also, yeah. Well, there's going to be no. What's up, Mike? Hey, Mike, are you coming out to play tomorrow, brother? So let's explain something else too. When we say it has to be the heat has to be elevated off, putting the fire on a metal ring or a metal, like say, lid of a garbage can, and putting said garbage can on the asphalt is not what it needs to be. It needs to be elevated up off the asphalt, because you know what can happen, Augie, is that it can melt right into the asphalt. Augie.
Augie.
Augie do something?
Yeah, he freaking put a fire. Look, he listened to what I said about keeping the fire off the asphalt. He put it onto one of the lids of one of the other fire things. It goes, oh, it's not on the asphalt. It literally, all the heat literally melted onto it, and it sunk into the asphalt. So it's got a handle-shaped hole in the asphalt because of Augie. Luckily, it's a very far backside of the parking lot. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Geigerland's the one guy was brilliant. He actually brought a car rim, stuck a grate over it, stuck the fire pit on top.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. This one guy at Geigerland's, he brought a car rim, put a grate on it, and then put his fire pit on top of that.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Yep. Pretty.
All right. So, I mean, so that's like when you guys cook, you guys could go out there, you can eat and all that. You cannot bring alcohol onto the AO, guys. You cannot step foot on the AO if you're intoxicated.
No gummies.
Yeah. We don't have Wiener there to perform.
That's right. I won't be there.
But Wiener's already penciled us in for his April visit.
I did.
I will have Narcan and a few other things. So if I need to use it, I'm gonna be fucking angry.
I don't think Narcan works against weed, though.
Oh no, it doesn't. I'm just gonna have to sit there with a bottle of water and baby your dumbasses.
Oh, that's what happened to this guy.
I know. That's why I'm saying you cunts better not fucking do that to me.
It was
interesting.
Yeah, it was. I just imagine this on the radio. We got a guy passing out from what? Dehydration already? I mean, I'm looking around. I was like, it's only 50 fucking degrees outside. How is somebody passing out? Then it comes out.
We were not even 20 minutes in yet.
No, it's
That's
15
correct.
minutes in. It was 15 minutes into
Yep.
the whistle being blown, and it's like, what the hell's going on? And then he said, yeah, he had a whole bunch of edibles and enemy drinks. He OD'd on edibles, 50,000 milligrams of edibles. What the hell?
That and energy drinks. Yep.
You're an
Gotta start all
asshole
over.
for that.
Why you don't take
Yeah.
the person down?
He's apologized.
Oh yeah, that dude has apologized quite a bit,
Yep.
and it's like, that's actually a really good thing. Yes, that'll work perfectly, Jay. So if you guys are wondering, I mean, this is actually a kind of cool thing. If you guys do a lot of these events, is getting something like this.
Oh yeah, those are real helpful.
So
You can also get like mini smokers if you're looking to like have some really decent quality, but I would not recommend getting them. If
That
And
was-
don't get advice on Mark on how to use a smoker.
Yeah, let's not have another
cut off, sir.
fire
You're cut off.
brisket.
You're cut off too, sir. So
I'm not
Buck and
saying
Wiener, Buck and Wiener are on the no meat list.
I won't be there anyways. so
Phrasing.
No meat.
Yeah, but you know what, dude? You go to a lot of events where I bring the meat, you're cut off. I was like,
All in
and
good
you know,
fun.
puppy
I
dog
got
guys
friends.
don't work
They'll
on
sneak
me.
me some.
Puppy dog guys don't work on me. I've had
No,
kids.
Ed does.
The wife frowns upon that.
Stu.
Too many people have. Fire was mentioned. God damn it, Stu. So pretty much just don't be on the field intoxicated. If you guys are in a parking lot and you're intoxicated and we have to get involved and have people escorted out, you will not be allowed back onto the AO or anything else. I mean, it's one of the things that we have to be extremely careful on, especially considering we have a lot of we're gonna have quite a few people there. Airsoft guns and intoxicants don't mix. Now, here's the thing: even if you have a prescription, if you take like say oxycodone for pain, and it makes you in any way, shape, or form impaired, you cannot take it and go onto the field. All right. Yeah, don't be stupid is the key thing. That's another thing that we're going to be enforcing a little bit more. No dry firing out in the parking lot. And those of you that have done it in the past, we're going to stop you from doing it in the future. No shooting from the back end of the parking lot into the woods.
There are things and sometimes people in that direction.
Yeah, in the woods. So yeah. No, your steaks were delicious, Jay. I'll give you that. They were pretty delicious. So
Butter
But-
does not allow you to keep cooking.
yeah, we this event was a little bit of a weird one. Moving forward, we're probably going back to the second weekend of November for future events. The future November end of year event that we have for Big House
Right.
Milsim. Huh?
I'm just reading Stu's comment.
Stu's jokes are off point today. I don't know. It's
They're falling flat.
yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Wah,
Come on,
wah,
Stu, step it up. What the hell?
Sadly enough,
Yeah.
I do have a button on the soundboard that would address that comment. I'm just not going to hit it.
Oh.
Come on, Stu,
Um,
get it together, man.
So we're gonna be doing the second weekend of November, mostly because it won't conflict with Full to Gap paintball, so we get some of our guys, so we get some of our people to come back. But we are going to be doing 4 events per year up at the Crescent Prison. Yeah, Wiener, schedule out that April 14th,
No.
brother.
April, I'll be on a cruise. I'll be on a 1-week cruise. I won't be around. April 14th. I told you about that when we did the Pew Pew at Sea cruise. By the
That's
way,
right.
we still having the Pew Pew at Sea cruise?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm
I
going.
mean,
I got my ticket. I paid
look,
for mine.
What I'll probably end up doing is next month I'll try to get like another round of cabins set up for people. But
Okay.
yeah, that's my goal. Is I'll try to get another round of cabins set up in December. Dealing with Carnival's a pain in the ass. We'll never be dealing with Carnival ever again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what I got. I got May 3rd. I got March 3rd for the Pew Pew at Sea on Carnival, and then my week-long cruise on the Mardi Gras, going to the Western Caribbean.
Nice.
Yep. And I
Um,
actually have a female going with me.
Oh my god!
Age appropriate.
Holy shit, that's incredible.
Emotional damage.
Oh, I'm working. Damn it. Your mom.
She's not. No, she's too old. She's out of my age range. No.
Do they have a wiener? Well, technically, yes, because they're going to be with her with him. So,
Right.
Hey man, if incest is your thing, you live it. I'll still fucking play the banjo when you're nearby, but you enjoy it.
Yeah. So once we get Pew Pew at Sea going, when we get closer to Pew Pew at Sea, I mean, we're going to have a lot of people having a good time. Remember, guys, if you are going to that cruise, you have until December 16th to pay off your cabins in full. To get all that stuff set up for your thing, and then like I said, at that point in time, I'll try to get another round of cabins set up for that cruise. It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, not for nothing, but we're going to go out there. We're going to have a good time, hanging out and go through. She died. Did you check first?
It's wow. I can't comment. Okay,
dude, you
you
opened the door for all this, man. I can't stop it. I can't.
Yep. Fresh out of Catholic school. There you go.
Now look, man, if you're necrophilia, I wish I could draw the line, and I just don't even know what kind of music I'd play for you at that point.
Anyways, moving right along.
There's no idea what to say.
I'm really looking forward to the events that are coming up. I'm really looking forward to the end of the year. We have after this event, there's going to be Iron Dagger, so I know a lot of people are excited for that for TCA event.
Yep. GTI.
And I think the week after that, I believe, is Wasteland 14. Let's see.
Wasteland, November.
I'm looking it up right now. November 19th to the 20th. So it's the weekend after TCA's event. So, and that's a 2-day event now. Usually it's only a 1-day event in Ocala. That's the one that's the another Fallout themed event. So if anybody wants to make the trip down from the frozen north for a really cool event, that one's it's only $75 there for 2 days. So before, people are asking if it was worth it to come down to Wasteland from the frozen north. And I've always said no, because it's only a 1-day event. I don't know if it's worth it to you to travel, 16, 17, 18 hours for a 1-day event. Now it's 2 days.
Wasteland at Wasteland?
No, it's Mind Game Productions.
Okay.
Wasteland. But it's at
it's at Wasteland.
Yeah, it's at
it's at Wayne's World. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not at Wasteland Ops. It's at Wayne's World. And Wayne's World's
Also, if anybody was wondering, I do not have any updates on the field this week.
Cool. It looks like they're finally doing building at Palm Beach Airsoft, though. I'm really happy about that.
New place to go to, huh?
It's Miami Airsoft second field.
Oh,
but it's in Palm Beach. So
gotcha.
This one's AC'd. 2 stories.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Videos.
Oh, hell yeah. I cannot wait to break that place in. I really can't. I mean, I'm still going to go to Miami Airsoft. I'm probably going to be splitting it up because that's what the team has also decided. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. You got hooked, huh?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
You're looking for Wiener, man.
Yeah, they heard Wiener was on here. How's that happen?
There we go. It just happens.
I mean, we got hate rated, a month ago?
That was pretty awesome. That came from yours.
No, the fuck it did not. Do not blame that on me.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
there we go. Oh, I lost all the chat.
I did too. I had to pop it out to a new window.
They started on yours, and
I blocked something, and I blocked the Tinder hot
Damn it,
Spammer.
XYZ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it gives you that little orange settings button, if you click on it and then click launch, it'll pop out the chat into a new window.
So click on settings.
That little thing that just popped up where it says
Yeah.
looks like you're embedded. Okay, click settings.
Yeah, it wants me to log back in again.
Oh wow, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I just leave it broken.
I mean, there we go.
All right. So here's some questions about the green ticket. All right. Top has to be green. What the F is city green? Is a windbreaker okay? If you guys want to wear a green windbreaker, I don't really care, as long as it's green. Yeah, if your helmet can have, as long as your helmet has mostly green on it, that's fine, even if it's a base tan.
No, Diesel. No. 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 Did I mention no?
Oh,
At least think of it now.
all right. So let's see here. Bye, Wiener.
We lost the wiener.
Oh, bye, Wiener.
I'm back.
A wiener for you.
There we go.
What the hell did you do?
Well, it wouldn't let the right hand side for the messages and stuff. It wouldn't let me see them at all, and it wouldn't let me reload. So I just reloaded the page. That's all. The whole page. Now it's back.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's some of the things that's there. Ecuador rainforest.
He's trying to. He's reaching now.
Yeah. A multicam tropic is not allowed for green. Sorry. We might change that in the near future. For
Multicam Tropic's not allowed because that's definitely green.
No.
Multicam Tropic? Multicam Tropic is definitely
If
green.
it's a good quality and it's new, you're absolutely correct. The problem is there's enough shitty brands that get old and they start to fade.
Really? Okay.
We had a significant level of there wasn't that many complaints for Syndicate 2, right? So we're going over all this. There wasn't that many complaints. One of the major complaints were obviously about the shit that happened Sunday, but that's irrelevant. But people were bitching and complaining because there was that team that I think it was like, 15, 20 guys, Virtue, that were
15, 20 guys in Multicam Tropic, and they were all faded.
So it looked like it was multicam.
It looked like regular multicam from a distance. And I'm not calling them cheaters. I'm not saying they abused it. But what kept happening was they would move around the field, and both teams would ignore them until they literally just hit their enemy team from behind.
Yeah.
They just cheesed it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they had pretty much free reign to go through. So it sucks. We usually adjust. We try to make as few adjustments as possible for people because we don't want to have problems. We don't want to have people say, "Oh, you guys are just being hard asses for no reason." And we're not trying to be that way. What we're really trying to do is we're trying to make sure that everything is moving the way it should for these events, so we can have a great time. And that's ultimately what we're looking for. Is it really that hard to tell at this place? Yes, Mike, because especially indoors, like most people don't realize, but you're going to spend a lot of portion of your time inside buildings 4, 5, and 6, doing a lot of fighting in the basement,
fighting your own guys.
It's already bad enough that way. Yes, like Jay Rodriguez. But so when you're inside and you flash and you just see that pattern, you think it's your team. So it's hard enough to see it there. Plus, on top of that, I can't wait to see what the site looks like now because they really didn't do too much mowing. So there might be some nice, beautiful foliage to move through. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. What's going to be what the AO looks like now, especially up there near 4, 5, and 6, and where it goes down to E. That triangle right by between that and F and all that has a lot of nice foliage growth that has gone up there. So it might actually now be viable for snipers if you get in position.
Or snakes, rodents.
The snakes are probably going to be going in hibernation because of the coldness that's happening up there.
I think your grass, your foliage will collapse too. Because it's going to be.
That's what I'm hoping. Like if with us having it the first weekend, might, as I heard from today when I talked to Lauren and all them, it's still turning, but it's like a lot of the ground stuff's pretty green still, which we want that to stay that way so we can have smokes outdoor for the event. So I will find out not Thursday, but a week from Thursday because I'm going up, or week from Friday because I'm going up there to help with the haunted house. So I'm going to go up there and be security. Lauren's like, I could use it. She was telling me about some of the Karens and everything else that was there. And I was like, it almost sounds like you need a 6'2", 270-pound dude in a Hawaiian shirt there. And she goes, oh my God, could I ever use that?
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one that sees that. So, Wiener, you have like a hair or something right in front of your camera.
I do?
Yeah, it keeps flickering right in the view. I thought something.
Or is it my light behind me causing the glare on the screen? Let's see. Hold on. I don't see it on my screen.
Again.
It's a ghost.
I was staring at it going, what in this? Yeah.
It's probably a ghost. We're talking about crescents. It's probably a ghost. Is that a hair? Glare from the light? Probably glare from the light coming across.
Yeah, they really heard you. They're like, you talking shit, huh?
Echo, turn off bedroom. Okay. Is that better?
Oh, it actually lightens you up pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird, honestly.
Oh, chat's starting to pop now.
Well, I'm glad I came back to help out. Sure, it was pretty boring until the Wiener came back.
She puts her Crocs in a 4-wheel drive.
Holy shit, Wiener has a tan. Yeah, he lives in
Jesus,
Florida.
now my Alexa's going off. Ziggy, play notification.
On your notification from Amazon Shopping for Wyatt, Tactical Hydro Harness has arrived.
Thank
One
you.
more thing. In addition to deliveries, I can also tell you about past purchases.
Ziggy,
For example,
Ziggy,
you can ask.
Stop.
Alexa, play Poop Noodle.
That is not the name of this one, but good try. We have too many devices, so we had to name them different things.
Like when I was on the phone like arguing with, I want to say it was with PayPal. I was yelling at PayPal for what they did to me, and I'm going to say it again. This goes for you too, Wiener. I don't know if you guys, who else was here when I was start talking about it.
Got one.
Fuck PayPal. Fuck PayPal. Fuck PayPal. Don't use PayPal. What I found out is that
I'm on an earpiece headset, so you couldn't get mine.
So, like when we did a lot of fundraising to get Damien the lift for his action track chair because the Make-A-Wish wasn't covering it.
Oh yeah,
this douchebag, he supposedly was raising funds from somewhere else, and he was donating supposedly in real time, which you could sort of see the way that he was donating through was some set standard, but sometimes different amounts. Well, what ultimately ended up happening was about a month later, I got notifications that 17 transactions were now in dispute. So I called PayPal and saying, what the hell's going on? And PayPal's like, they put in these things. You could file a dispute. Nobody told me that it was going to be, if I lost the dispute, it would be $15 per dispute. I lost $255 because these the payments like that are not covered under buyer protection. And per PayPal's user agreement, we as merchants share the cost to file a dispute. So not only did I lose the $650 that the guy took money back from, but also another $255. I'm out almost a full $1,000.
This is why I use Square for that type of shit. Like, it runs through my PayPal, but I run it through Square. So if they file a dispute, it goes through Square first, then PayPal.
Yeah, so the big problem that came up, though, is that we didn't know this. So I full on canceled my PayPal account. I was like, screw that shit. I'm not doing PayPal anymore. It screwed us over quite a bit. At least if you have a dispute with Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, or Square, You're not on the hook for $15 transactions, $15 fees. You know, so fuck PayPal. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, and they feel the need to take $250 away from a kid with disabilities.
They gotta build more penis rockets.
I don't think he owns any more of that. I don't think they're tied in anymore. I think he sold all of his shares and everything else of that of PayPal. PayPal was owned by eBay and then split off from eBay.
Well, that's why it's a problem. Is because you're running it with the same idiots that ran eBay.
No,
eBay has
they
died
bought
off.
eBay bought PayPal, and then they kept it separate. They kept the two organizations separate, but it was like a smart move on behalf of eBay because of how they can integrate PayPal into their stuff and all that. It was pretty good.
Good in a sensible transaction, but at the same time, those guys have really shitty marketing decisions.
You're not wrong. I think it's a real shitty marketing decision to go through and charge people a bunch of money for fees when it's like, how do I know you actually fought this adequately? You know?
How do I know you even give a shit about me as a consumer?
Nope, they just want their money.
Exactly the point.
What are you watching, Wiener?
Me? Nothing. I was just part of my desk. I was looking at. There's a document here. They have no clue what it was for. It's a bill. Pick ticket.
No, it sounded like TV. Somebody's TV was on.
You're probably hearing Mom is in the other room with the TV turned all the way up, and my door is closed in my bedroom. That's how bad it is. But I doubt it. No, that's right. You probably are picking it up.
Yeah, we were
Mom
hearing it.
is the one that you're taking to
No.
the
Alexa, how long have you been dating Wiener? Demonetized. So, yeah, guys, if you guys are doing any sort of stuff like that, any sort of fundraisers or anything else, use your GoFundMe's, use your anything other than PayPal.
Also, if you have a Chime account, I highly recommend canceling it. There was just a few disputes that came to light from Chime, and it's pretty fucking sickening what they did. They had the opportunity to help someone that got scammed, like very heavily. They tried to dispute and pause the transaction and try to cancel it, and they refused, so they allowed the money to go through and won't reimburse the person after they attempted to cancel the transaction. On multiple occasions. The person is homeless and was screwed out of $2,500, which was supposed to be their first 2 months rent for the place that they were.
Oh wait, I think I saw that. That's that chick. Yeah.
Pretty sickening in my opinion.
It's one of those things where all these, they're gonna fall because I don't think they're regulated now, but I think the regulations are gonna start coming down, hitting hard because of shit like this.
It's the same thing with SoFi, but SoFi actually put themselves kind of in a point where they had to regulate themselves because they knew they weren't going to be able to be regulated almost at all. SoFi is a really good brand that I recommend for a bank. It's all online. You don't have to deal with in-person shit, and they pretty much operate at every ATM you can think of.
Did you get
low charges.
This question for you. How good is the EMG Salient Arms International High Kappa?
I can't actually get my camera to go to my toilet. I would show you where you can put it. Here's the thing. It's OEM through KJ Works and AW. The parts are freaking ridiculous. They claim that it's TM compatible. It's about 35% TM. The problem is, because they wanted to go all fancy and tactical with it, that it's a solid frame, a heavy-duty frame. But it's so heavy that it ruins all the mechanical parts. Like an airsoft, most airsoft mechanisms are not designed to move a slide that freaking heavy. I literally had to repair a bunch of them. Actually, Yordi had one, and I had to fix it for him. And he ended up breaking it again, so I built him a new one because they are great wall hangers. They look cool. They will last for a little while. But they are literally designed to fall.
All right. So, in this moment of we're gonna talk a little bit about politics stuff. I want to share this to all of our friends here and everything else.
Oh, the student.
Studentaid.gov/debt relief/application. If you guys have a student loan,
hold up before you start on that. One Stu Knight. There you are. There's the Stu we know.
There's Stu. There's a good joke.
He finally came out of the gutter and went worse.
If you can get it to me, I can make it not suck. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be.
Well, you'll see him at Scorched Earth,
but I won't have part of it.
I think he meant that he could leave it with you at Scorched, and then you could send it out to him.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's it. All right, so let's talk about this for a second, because this is something that's near and dear to my heart. This application, I know it's going to take a long time, guys. I know that 20 seconds is what it takes for Wiener to jerk off, or be with a woman or whatever.
Five, get it right.
But this application is fast. It's easy. It's just a few simple questions.
What she said.
And you guys, if you got a Pell Grant, you get $20,000 off your student loans as long as you made less than $125,000 for an individual or $250,000 for a family in the last 2 years. And if you did not take out a Pell Grant, you still get $10,000 forgiven. So if you have student loans out there, I highly recommend taking advantage of that.
Wait. Pell Grant? If you took out a Pell Grant.
If you got a Pell Grant, you get $20,000.
And then student loans on top of that. Because a grant is a grant, you don't have to pay it back.
Exactly. The breakdown of it is that you get $10,000 if you just had regular student loans. You didn't get qualified for a Pell Grant. Yeah. But if you had a Pell Grant, when you got these loans, any loan you're trying to get forgiven, if you got a Pell Grant, it's now $20,000 because those people are hurt. People are on a lower income scale. So, so it's worth it to apply and everything else. I've been watching my wife's account like a hawk, and if you had done a student loan defense against repayment form since July 2022 or later than that, like 2022 or later or earlier, going all the way back, if you've done any one of those, there's a case that's going up on November 3rd, Sweeney versus Department of Education. If the judge signs off on the settlement, you're going to automatically get your defense against repayment approved. So that's your political stuff for today. Let's keep going on with other things. So
I was going to say, before we circle off to that, make sure that if you're applying for those, you haven't applied for or you also can apply for the other student loan forgiveness options that are on there. You can make sure that you apply and check through everything, because you might be eligible for something that you don't even realize that you're eligible for until you read that fine print. I realized I'm eligible for like 6 different ones that is pretty much going to cancel out my student loans if I'm lucky. But you got to make sure you read through that. Give it an actual gander if you want to make sure you're not in debt for the rest of your life.
Yeah, the student loan, there's actually a note on my daughter's student loan one, because I've been paying it for her. It actually tells you got until December 31st of 2023 to file for do the application. It says it's a short online form. You won't need your ID. You won't need to upload any documents to submit your application. And
this is what it looks like. I'll show you guys right here. This is exactly what it looks like. I mean, if you guys are looking at it, it's your first, last name, former last name. Like my wife had a different one. Your social security number, date of birth, phone, email, confirmation email. Then you just sign, click that, click submit, and then you're done. So if you have autofill, it's even faster. I literally did the autofill option when I put in Mark, and it went whoop. And then I did Esther, and I did the same thing. Just almost the only thing I had to put in was the social security numbers and the date of birth. That was it. So, yeah, cool.
Jesus Christ. Damn, Stu, finally on one. I appreciate that. A+.
Well, I just, I'm not throwing Wiener under the bus. I'm just wondering how many past conversations people are remembering. Steve Reich, ball.
Softball catchers are the ball.
Emotional damage.
Joker, what battery are you using in the P90 Crytek? I believe it's a stick battery about yay big from HPA.
You can also get the Titan batteries; they should fit as well, but
not the nunchucks. I don't think the nunchucks work.
Oh, they do have stick batteries for Titan as well.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's just a single stick battery, not a long one. The short one, about the size of some of these.
Listen, man, you can speak for yourself on that one. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be beating you out anyway.
Don't care, had sex, have children, prove it.
Yeah, he used autofill for those too.
Like a
What?
No, I'm just looking at the application, how easy it is. Yep.
That fast.
Yep.
Well, done. We like to give other information here besides just the Airsoft information. We love to give you guys all news and updated information from there. Wiener, have you heard anything about Greg's Field, if it's going to be reopening or not?
I heard it's completely gone, washed away. Because he was on Pine Island. It was on Pine Island down there. Pine Island, the bridge went.
It's still there. It's
just
been relocated.
Like a mile down the road.
It's something like that. It's just it was Pine Island, man. That whole town, that whole little community you drive through to get down to this field. Have you've been to his field?
Mm-hmm.
That Pine Island field? Yeah. So the road, all that's wiped out. It just. Some structures are still standing. Majority were just completely destroyed.
Yeah, there's a YouTube video of somebody from Cape Coral filming from their window, and I'm watching the video, and I'm like, "Hey, I know that store." You can see Papa's shop in the back.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love how his signage, because it was on the backside of the building,
it's still there.
It's still there. It's like the signage never came off because the wind never was whipping around and hitting that front face. But of course, there was not a lot of. It was when I was over there. There was not a lot of wind damage in Cape Coral. Most of it was all water damage. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was some wind damage. There was a lot of trees and shit.
Yep.
But when you see stuff like I've seen some storm shit, and roofs ripped off and everything else, there was missing shingles as you would expect, especially the side that was facing with getting the brunt of the wind of the storm and all that. But for the most part, man. The wind damage was not nearly as severe until you hit like Arcadia, Northport, Port Charlotte. Wind was pretty bad. The wind damage was pretty bad there.
Yep.
But going back to some of the other positive stuffs here, is there anything like people should look forward to at Deliverance, Wiener?
People should look forward to a great time. What else?
We're going to have dueling banjos.
We'll have dueling banjos there. We're gonna have on Friday night. The people who show up early come hang out on Friday night. We're gonna have a little run and gun tournament there on the main. There's like a city right as you enter from the parking area. There's a nice city right there. So we're gonna set up a little run and gun thing right there. Then Saturday morning the event will actually start. Force on force. You actually have a place down the end of one of the trails, one of the roads, where the road ends right at the water. So there might be something right around there you might not want to stick around on for. But there's lots of good woods. Like I said, if you don't watch the movie Deliverance, man, through the woods and stuff like that, lots of good woods and lots of structures spread throughout the wooded area. You can actually move through the trees and everything. So there's a lot of good cover and things like that.
And just to give you guys some heads up, you're definitely going to want to bring some mosquito repellent.
No, it's supposed to snow. You don't have to worry about mosquitoes and snow.
That's right. It is going to snow.
Force on force at Deliverance. Is that like docking? What the?
But no, Stu, Greg didn't have to starve himself down or strap himself down. He was on vacation. when this all happened.
I was going to say the same thing. He was in Tennessee.
Yeah, he got to deal with this remotely.
Yeah, which I can tell you right now, that's always like not fun. You know, being out of state and wondering if your house is still going to be there. So, hey, we're talking a little bit about upcoming events. Some of you might have picked up and noticed that I didn't talk about Rev. Rev is sold out, and I didn't get a ticket. So more likely, my season for Airsoft this year will be over at Wasteland, which is a good way to end the year, I think.
You're not going to go to the VFA fundraiser for Christmas with the Krampus?
What?
VFA is having a fundraiser event at not Wasteland, the other one. Freaking yeah, it is Wasteland, I believe.
Wasteland Ops, or are you talking about Wayne's World?
Wayne's World, that's it. Wayne's World,
right.
In December.
Get us a link for this, brother. I haven't heard about it.
Let me find it.
Mine will unfortunately likely be ending with Scorched for the year because
I just found out half of my team got their tickets for Rev half.
Oof.
Where am I
They
going?
apparently were them all at the same time, and half of them didn't process.
Hey, what's up, Gert? Hey, you know what? It's good for that event. That's there. I mean, I had a good time when I was there. So no Rev this year. That's cool. Like I said, I can end my year happy because then
we could have our own Rev with blackjack, hooker,
and below. But I mean, January is right around the corner, and there's probably going to be 2 or 3 events down here in Florida in that time. Then we have February 17th is going to be Bone Crusher at that facility in Midgeville, Georgia, by TCA. Looking forward to that one. I'm in. I'll bring the hot tub.
Yeah, Bone Crusher. Yes, it'd be awesome. Just hopefully people stay out of the church this time while they're having services.
That was fucking funny, man. I heard about that.
Yeah, it was interesting to say the least. Needless to say, all our vehicles got booted out of the parking lot. There you go. I just sent it to you.
I sent it. I got it.
Good deal. I mean, I'll bring the hot tub.
No, it's at Wasteland Ops.
It is Wasteland. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
It's a fundraiser for what?
VFA.
Okay.
Veterans for Airsoft with Freddie. Yeah, Freddie.
Freddie Clark.
Wow, brain fart. That's. Where's the comments on that?
Takers.
Message. There we go. No, I mean, I'm looking forward to. I mean, look, if I end the year with Wasteland, that'd be a good way to end. I mean, for this year, I could take a break for the rest of it, make sure that we have Christmas all settled, and then just start focusing heavily on the stuff we're doing for 2022.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 2023.
I had to read Gert's whole comments. I thought, what? He got his friend's wife pregnant?
I'm looking forward to being able to help out more this coming year with all the events coming up. I can, and hopefully I'm in a different job position that'll assist with me being able to attend more events or all the events for the year.
It's going to be I don't know, man. The 2023 is looking like it's going to be a great year for events. I mean, Bone Crusher is going to be good.
February.
That's in February. First weekend of March, we got the cruise. Then the last weekend of March, we're going to have Stonebreaker, which is at GTI. So I've made it to where I'm only going to go to GTI once a year or so, or maybe once every other year. Then after that, we're going to have, obviously, we're going to have Syndicate 3. So that's April 14th through the 16th at the prison. Nothing in May yet. but I'm sure something will come up. And then,
I mean, we could move Geiger to May.
No, we need to have the space between the events. I mean, it's close enough to May already. It's the first weekend of June, so June 2nd through 4th. We want to make sure that the player base has enough time to recoup financially from Syndicate 3 to Geigerlands. You know, we need
a mental moment to freaking recharge from dealing with everyone.
We have a feeling that when we announce the tickets for Syndicate 3, they're going to sell out pretty fast. A lot of people like that event, especially since we moved it to the spring. It's going to be the event that pretty much opens up there. Because I mean, there probably still will be some snow on the ground like last time, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So let's see here. I have my studio built, and we'll harass you all. Nice. Hey, what's up, Starman? How you doing, Rick? So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the schedule shakes up next year. I think it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I think there's going to be some new AOs. Hopefully, like John Liu comes back with a date in. The only way I'll do something else is if there's a date in December for that bill, Swift Justice 2. If not, I have a feeling it's going to be January or February next year.
He's real good about not putting them on top of, say, TCA or AMS.
Huh?
He's real good about not putting him on top of TCA or AMS. John Luke.
What was he on top of last time? Oh, he's on top of our event. It was my event.
Yeah, we don't count.
Wiener had his sheriff's hall today. He's still in fight.
Yeah.
Yep. It's this keto diet that's working.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's one Karen that stopped it all from happening.
One Karen. Yep. And I'm sure she got in the year of the what was the guy who does the permitting?
Yeah.
She got in here.
Well, and you know how, I mean, John Liu doesn't have the time to go there in person to fight for the permit.
Yep.
You know, so I have to take somebody like Kevin or something like that, CRISPR, to go down there to do that and be like, hey, we really should have this. Do you know how much money is being taken out of your economy by not having the event this weekend? It's probably close to $250,000. You know, it's taken out of your economy all because somebody didn't like that we were on private property with fake pew-pews.
Yep.
How dare you?
She went ballistic.
Question your freedom.
And then what was? Yeah, so you had the Karen, and then the owner, the actual owner, the guy who puts a lot of money into Graniteville. He went ballistic, so he's in the process of having some words with the city manager.
I bet, because he probably lost.
Oh yeah, he lost.
He might have lost how much he had to pay on taxes for at least 2 to 3 months.
Oh yeah, and then also he has a lot of money. It's not just that particular site. He has a lot of money invested in Graniteville. A lot of money. So.
Yeah, I would.
He wasn't a happy camper. I kind of read his letter.
You read it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, Gert. The sale for the Syndicate 3 will go for sale right after Scorched Earth. Like I said, I got to find out what ticketing system that we're going to be using for that. And your door just opened up, Virtue.
Hello.
You all saw that too, right? This goes.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's a cat.
Yeah, there's a cat outside my door too, trying to get into Angela's room, but they won't open the door.
No. Doug's cats know how to open doors. This is an exaggeration. It doesn't matter about the handle. They will jump and swing. They open.
Sorry.
You're excused.
He wants to go in Angela's room, and they won't let him. The only reason why we're not putting them up now is we don't want the confusion and everything else. We don't want to be locked into Eventbrite if we're not using it anymore. Eventbrite is it's the principle, man. Principle, you know.
Love Eventbrite. Gotta love it.
Well, I mean, I've like we're really good if somebody has a legitimate reason why they need to cancel, right? We'll allow them to. Usually we say, hey, can we push it off to the next event? Most people are really like, sure. Especially we tell them, hey, the event prices are going up. But in cases, some cases where they actually do need their money back because they overspent or whatever, it's like, all right, fine, here you go. Here's your money back. It's few and far between. It's rare. But there was one person that thought that they were going to pull a nice little fun game with us and lost, essentially. So they put in chargebacks and everything else and had to fight it. And then, I really hate that people will go through and like, oh yeah, I'm going to buy 5-10 tickets and then I'm going to cancel them all a day before the event.
Also,
why?
The dick move.
Yeah.
That's beyond a dick move at this point. That's just you trying to screw over people trying to host something and trying to do something greater than them for a community that actually needs people that want to do this type of shit.
I mean, I always look. I've been trying my damnedest to make sure to take the high road on a lot of stuff that pisses me off and everything else, right? So, if, for example, there's that one field that we don't really talk about that was going to that I had issues with. As long as they don't talk shit or anything else, I just leave them alone. If there's nothing new that comes out, I could sit there and just trash the shit out of them. Or there's a local shop that does really bad tech service. Could constantly do it, but most times I'm like, whatever, you're done. That was the dad's voice. So it's, I don't want to have to go Scorched Earth if I don't have to. And, it's like, I'll let you make your own screw up and your own decisions. So
sure, fine. Stop whining.
That's why we give some of the refunds back and all that. But, I don't get it. I don't understand why people have to be so goddamn petty, especially in this sport. You don't like somebody, don't talk to them. Don't really need to go after them or be nasty or anything else.
There's some people I do like, and I just don't talk to them.
Same.
Is that why you won't answer my phone call?
I mean, stop sending me feet pics.
But you wanted them. You asked them through the OnlyFans site, man. That's on you. It's not on me. Okay.
Hey, man, you don't need to do an OnlyFans to sell your feet pics. There's Feet Finder for that.
And we wonder why we constantly get demonetized.
No, it was never a question of wondering why. We always knew. We just decide not to talk about it.
Grinder.
Grinder is not for subs. Grinder is not for subs. I mean, well, it is, but not like sandwiches.
Depends on which fetish you have.
So we're going to actually end this one at the 2-hour mark tonight, guys.
Wow, holy shit.
I know. That's the plan right now. Unless all of a sudden we get talking on a rant on something, we could go longer. But, I mean, we only had really 2 topics tonight. We wanted to talk about Scorched Earth, which we went over a whole bunch of stuff for Scorched Earth. And there are plenty of subs. And we wanted to talk about Deliverance, Unless there's, like, more information on those 2 games. I mean, obviously, we're trying to do. We're trying not to sit here and just like talk for the sake of talking.
Rattle on about the same shit you've heard us talk about for the past however many months.
He says this all the time. Hey, screw you, Diesel. Last week we were at 2 hours exactly.
That being said, if anybody's got questions about Scorched Earth Deliverance, tech questions,
hit us
now is the time.
Deliverance is in Georgia. Can I plug my issue or another video? Perry, Georgia. In Georgia. Perry, Georgia.
Jay, let's plug it on
this
Tuesday,
is America,
brother.
buddy. You can plug anything you want.
He's got a fundraiser that he needs to be plugged, but it's not really set yet.
Wait, why are we talking about plugs on stream? That's not peace.
Why don't you get your head out of the freaking gutter, sir?
Never, sir.
What about the other Airsoft nonsense? We started with other Airsoft nonsense. We started with the funny videos of the stuff that
I wasn't here for.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about pretty much Tinker, Jet, and all that, the stuff that we do. We're playing on Wednesday. Here, since you guys just showed up, I'll show it again. It is some funny videos. Let's see here.
I just sent you an image on Facebook.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll play this first.
It
Now,
took Jay that long to catch on.
Sim, did you share my feet pics? Fuck.
The video that you guys are that you guys are now gonna see is actually in real time. I just couldn't get both videos to play side by side without compressing one to make it look all distorted. So enjoy.
Really? Really? Are you serious?
I think you should retitle that video "Tinker Plays Dubstep."
So that's Tinker's actual. It's his grandfather's watch. So he goes out there and plays every single weekend. So that was one of the funny moments. Like another one is what happened with Jet and Tinker. This one's hilarious.
Start taking light.
Oh, you mother! Oh, you motherfucker! Ow! Who do you think?
Matthias shot you?
No.
Jet?
Yes.
From where?
Here.
Why?
I don't know. Ask him.
Where is he?
Still up there.
No, you don't walk back. He walks back.
I shot him too, out of spite. You're dead.
You really keep killing our team.
He was a dark silhouette. I shot him and I was crying, so I'm walking.
So what he's saying is he saw something dark and he shot it.
So
Patches, we're gonna need to send you to what's it called? Training, a sensitivity training.
It's gonna be an HR complaint.
So there's a couple of things about that video that's also funny. It's like I am being so casual there because we really got these guys spawn trapped. There's nothing that much they can do. I'm just goofing off. So we made a new rule for the team that if you team kill one of the teammates, they don't walk back. You do. So Wiener, if you and I are on a team and I shot you, I take the walk back. So I was like, "Why are you walking?" I was like,
friendly fire.
Yeah, for friendly fire. Because what it does is it starts getting your mind into that motion of I need to check my targets a little bit better and go through. And there was like one other video that was it was just funny. There's two more. This one's really hilarious. You're gonna love this, Wiener.
Hit.
Hit.
I got hit because Tinker missed him. Like, I don't even think Tinker shot at him.
I played back the video and I was like, where the hell did this guy come from? Because literally, Tinker, you don't see him anywhere on Tinker's video when he goes through. Only when I come around, all of a sudden the guy pops out and shoots me. I was like, how the fuck did Tinker miss him? Like, how? How does that happen? And then the final one is like Tinker being Tinker.
Good hit.
You're hit.
I love how he plinks him like that one guy right in the ass. He's just like, eh. Oh, it's. Oh, I found out something interesting. I didn't realize, Virtue, that you can adjust the P90, the Crytek P90 trigger to be a fast response trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, nor did Tinker and I. So when we were playing on Wednesday, we thought this guy was going full auto because we're getting hit with rapid succession hits, like real quick. And I'm like, bro, that's not full auto? Because I didn't think the P90s could be adjusted. I didn't think any P90 could be adjusted for a speed
they
trigger.
Can be turned into like shake it and it shoots.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. But one of the things the guy did was paint his white.
That's special.
Oh, yeah. Where does it go? Oh, there's the hop-up that's fully exposed. Yay. I don't see the adjustment on mine.
It's a screw. It's not toolless. I'm trying to remember. Hold up. I have the internet.
That's fine. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, here's my P90. I mean, that's the Crytek P90. Some people are saying I should just sell it.
I mean, how many mags do you got? That's it?
I mean, if you're not going to use it, man, you might as well.
I'm contemplating it.
Hey, you could raffle it off. Might as well. You got it for fucking free. And I know there's plenty of people that really fuck with P90s anyway.
Raffle off your raffle prize.
Double raffle.
Recycle, reuse. That's why Wiener hangs out outside of abortion clinics.
I missed that last part. Hangs out outside of abortion clinics. Is that what you said?
Wow. That was
Look, just got it. Delay.
Yo. No, man. So I'm looking forward to the cool shit. I can't wait to see all my friends up north in like literally 2 weeks. Sin, when are you getting up there? You coming over on Monday or?
I leave Texas Monday midday, and it's a 16-hour drive.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing stuff. We might have some cool announcements coming up about the prison site in the near future. Hey, Smurf, I didn't say I was going to do it. They are. It's been sitting, look, it's been sitting on my wall. I didn't sell it. It's mine. I have it. I just said maybe I should. But it's a unique gun, and I don't have one of these. So, God.
Diesel, I'm just going to start ignoring you. Just saying.
Also, I just saw your message on here, Tubbs. I am going to try to make it I'm going to try to make it to all of the events this year, but it really depends on my work, honestly. Like, I'm really trying to get out of my current work position. I hate it there. It is killing my sanity, and I'm not making nearly enough.
That's one of the big factors is you got to make sure you're making enough and all that for what you're doing.
Making $43,000 a year. I was making nearly 50 with my previous position, which this was, but I'm making less, so I feel like I got fucked. We'll bring up the Geigerlands. I know, man, but it's all about money for me right now. I'm trying to start field. I'm trying to keep my wife's business afloat. I'm trying to keep my apartment afloat. It's a lot of money coming out of my pocket.
People want me to post more. People want me to post more videos of me falling down and getting hurt, and I don't want to be doing that. So
yes. Oh.
God, you know what? I'm just gonna post a video of you shooting Berto in the ass when you're a ref.
Who?
You?
Me?
Yeah.
Shoot in the ass?
Birdo with my ARP9.
Oh, yes, I remember that now. Yeah, at the same field we're going to be at this weekend.
All right, guys, we're coming up on 5-minute mark.
Here you go. I know. I'm
Get
going to
those
start doing this
questions in.
because I'm going to start doing this. When I start doing the shameless plugs and all that, you all know we ain't answering any more questions because I'm on the spiel.
What do I do for a living? I'm currently a center standards and incentives officer for a juvenile detentional facility.
Oh, wow.
So I essentially just kind of give my students like a reason to not act a fool. And that's about it. And yeah, I was a security manager previously. But they were like,
He's
the pay is more, blah, blah, blah.
Club.
Sorry?
What?
Huh? Come again? All right. Seeing no questions coming in, now it is 100%.
So you're a babysitter.
Times.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, guys, obviously on November 4th through the 6th, there are 2 events that you guys should check out. If you're in the South and you don't feel like going up to Pennsylvania, obviously go ahead and go to check out ATE.
Example of what
ATE.
ATEAirsoftevents.com.
I know, I'm trying to, and then Buck was talking. ATEAirsoftevents.com. Or just go to ATE. Well, that's fuck that.
Yeah, to go to the Facebook page.
Yeah, go to check out this link right here, or go to the Facebook page, or go anywhere else and get your tickets for Deliverance. It's going to be at an awesome event.
Oh, damn!
At Big Indian Paintball and Airsoft in Perry, Georgia. Get your tickets. I mean, it's going to be a fun event. The guys at ATE put on a really awesome event. Now, if you're up north and you really don't want to drive south, or if you're in the South and really like, you know what, screw it, I really want to go north. We have an awesome event called Scorched Earth up at the Haunted Crescent Prison and Sanatorium in Crescent, Pennsylvania. Crescent.
And yes, it is haunted.
You can check out the event there at the Eventbrite page, or you go to obhmilsom.com. Get your tickets there. Tickets are selling out pretty fast, especially for green, which I suspect will probably be sold out by the weekend. Then it'll only be tan. Both of these events are going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be a hell of a lot of cool stuff to do. So come check us out. Now, here's the part where we really tell you guys if you think it's going to be really cool when we play. I have no idea, Dalton. I'm not saying anything because I've already pissed off Mother Nature enough. I really don't want to turn around and be like, oh, yeah, it's going to be fine. And next thing you know, we have 26-degree winds, freaking whiteout conditions, and everything else. So I'm going to say, I don't know.
I'm going to keep a very close eye on the weather over the next few weeks, see if we get any changes.
We realize that the weather can change on a dime up there. All right. So if this is the first time you guys joining us here or anything else, please smash that subscribe button. Click on the notification bell and put on all notifications to be alerted each time that we come on. If you guys are on Facebook, go ahead and join us over on the YouTube channel, Players Wanted. So youtube.com/Players Wanted. Check out all of our cool, fun content. We're really starting to build up a lot of cool stuff. Also, if you want to be able to support the channel, you can become a member of the channel on YouTube. There's multiple different member breaks, and you get some cool stuff with all of them. Help support the channel. Support us by becoming a member. Thank you for your lovely monies. If not, just like and share all the videos that you see from us, and let us know what else you guys want to see in the future. So, with that being said, with 34 seconds left to go, I am Joker. I am Joker with Players Wanted.
Can't even say it.
No, look what Diesel put.
Ooh, you suck.
I'm Joker with Players Wanted. With me's the man with the mohawk, the king of the high kappas, Virtue from Sinister Customs. Down below, it's not a party till the Wiener comes out. Wiener from ATE Airsoft Events, and Buck. Until next time, may your PBs fly true and your opponents always call your hits. Good night. And